This is the Limo Show.
This is not another story. This is not another drill. I refuse to be another number.
What up? What up? A lot of guys ask me questions. What's the checklist for pulling girls? What's the Nightgame checklist? And I'm always amazed by this type of guys. They always rely on kind of gimmicks or tricks, or I'm gonna trick the girl into doing something. But you have to realize there's no fucking trick, guys. Okay. A lot of guys have it backwards, okay? They want to improve the outer game, improve like with some kind of gimmick or technique, while if they were doing the inner work, which is having clarity, knowing your fucking goals, your fucking values, knowing what you stand for as a man, and what you want to achieve in your life, you would be far more decisive and assertive and far more, in a great mood. When you talk to a girl, because how do you want to convey enthusiasm if your life is shit? Okay, how do you want to convey leadership and decisiveness and all of that if you're doing nothing in your life? If you're just a turd, okay, you can't polish a turd, guys. Okay, well, something that has no value, you can't make it valuable. All right, a lot of people, they have no value. They don't work on themselves. They don't work on being their higher self, quote unquote, and they just want to polish a fucking turd. All right, they just want to, try to impress the girl or pander to the girl and do something. But you have to understand, you need to have value first. You need to be a guy that's doing shit in his life. All right, otherwise you're just a fucking clown. You're just tricking her, and you're just trying to impress her or do something to gain her intimacy for a night, and then that's it, Then she's gonna see that you're a piece of shit, and she's just gonna go away, right? And of course, if that's what you want, if you want to stay a piece of shit, if you want to stay a fucking clown and just do your fucking gimmicks on girls, good luck for that. I'm not here to polish turds. I'm here to work with serious guys that want to get outcomes beyond the normal, okay, beyond the norm, okay. I want to have guys that are serious in their life, ambitious, doing shit already, who already have some value, or at least they're working towards having value. And I'm just the guy that helps these guys communicate their value more clearly and in a more persuasive way. And by that, they can achieve the outcomes they want with women, in life, in business, and relationships, and all of that. But it starts with the inside. A lot of people have the outside-in approach, but you have to have the inside-out approach, okay? And the greater the inner work, the greater the outer rewards will be, all right? The greater the inner work, and the greater the outer rewards will be, all right? That's a big thing, man. That's a big thing. Now, a lot of guys want to complicate things, all right? A lot of guys think it's you need to know how to open. You need to know how to the conversation flow to do this. You need to say this specific sentence, and then this one and this one. And the thing is, man, like, stop complicating it. It's a natural thing. Your parents got laid. Your grandparents got laid. Everybody, your ancestors got laid. It's a natural process. All right. So stop complicating things. It's a natural thing that happens when a boy and a girl like each other, all right? When a boy and a girl like each other, sex is a natural outcome, all right? And it's universal, all right? A girl is a girl, whether she's in Africa, whether she's in America, in Asia, in Russia, okay? Everywhere, she has a female brain. Of course, some girls have some testosterone or something. They have a surplus of testosterone. They're like, the alpha women or something. But most of them are responding to a biological thing. It's a biological thing. It's an evolutionary thing. And it's something that has been happening for millions of years, okay? So once you know how to behave in a way that is evolutionarily relevant to them, what I mean by that is, girls value a guy that is resourceful. Okay, if you go back to the cavemans again, you'll see that you won't survive long without being resourceful. Okay, if you can't get a fucking piece of meat, don't expect a girl to fucking sleep with you at that time. Okay, you need to be resourceful, being able to have maybe some survival skills, things like that. That was what was important at the time. Now today, it's not the same thing, obviously, with the comfort we have, but the same traits of resourcefulness and leadership and security and all of that, the same kind of trait are relevant to them right now. And it's not going to change, guys. In any fucking region of the world, you're still going to have girls, even if the culture is not in your favor, even if, the cultural standards and the norms there in terms of mating strategies are not the same. I mean, maybe some countries are religious or things like that. They're going to respond the same, guys. Okay, even behind the fucking burqa, okay, behind that, okay, she has a need too, okay? She's masturbating too in her fucking room, all right? So it's a natural thing. Don't complicate it. It's something that happens when a boy and a girl like each other. And keep in mind that, okay, of course there is some things that can help you, and I'm here for that. I'm here to give you some guidance and give you some cool tools that you can use in order to skyrocket your results. A lot of guys ask me also, what's the night game checklist? Okay, what can I do in order to set myself up for the best results when I'm going out? And what I tell them is, for that, you need to have a backward approach too. Okay, you want to start with the end in mind. Okay, what I mean by that is, before going out, you need to be prepared. You need to be prepared, and you need to believe that you're gonna actually come home with a girl. And for that, you need to set up a place, a logistic that is favorable. All right. You need to have great logistics. Okay, what I mean by logistics is a place that is 5 to 15 minutes away, if possible. Okay, because you could meet the best girl. You could meet the best girl, have the best alchemy, have the best conversation ever. But if you live 30 minutes away, 90 minutes away, 1 hour away, whatever, she's not gonna come. It's too much of an investment, too much of a commitment for her. Okay, you need to have a place that is close to the clubs, the streets, whatever the venue you're going to go at that night. So 5 to 15 minutes away is a great thing. Cool friends, if possible. Okay, that helps. That helps because at some point in the night, girls, they don't go out alone. Weird girls, maybe they go out alone sometimes. But if you're going to go out, you're mostly going to meet girls that are with friends. So you want to have friends too, if possible. You can go out alone, but you want to have friends too, if you can, to kind of social proof yourself and show that you have cool friends, that you have a life too, and that you're not just there to pick up random girls. Of course, I did it alone, and it worked too, because I gave the impression that I had some friends. I met some other girls before, so I said, "Oh, come meet my friend here," but I didn't know the girl, of course, before going to that venue. So I'm just giving that impression. I'm saying, "Oh, come meet my friend here that I just met 1 minute ago, literally." But you can give also those kind of impressions that you have friends, but in fact you just met them. But anyway, have cool friends if possible. That helps a lot. Okay, so having cool friends, living 5 to 15 minutes away from the venue, and then what I'd say is you need to set up your first impression in a way that's favorable to you too. What I mean by that is basic things like hygiene. Okay, you want to have good perfume. Okay, good perfume, good deodorant, grooming if possible. Don't be too fucking all over the place. It's good to have a beard, but don't be the guy that is like, it has some soup left on his beard or something. Be clean. Have this impression of cleanliness. And try to dress new, okay? Try to have that impression that whatever you're wearing is kind of new. It's not something that you wore 10 years ago, all right? So have that impression of cleanliness, wear something kind of new, something cool. What I'd say also is the breath, all right? The breath. You want to have some chewing gums. You want to have some accessories if possible. Okay, I know peacocking is overrated, but it's cool too. I mean, I always have some bracelets, some things, watch or something. It's always good to have a few accessories here and there. So that is great too. Now, on top of that, okay, once you're clean, once you have your logistics on point, once you're good, you want to think about clothing. Okay, how are you going to clothe her? You want to have condoms, right? Always have condoms. You want to have drinks, all right? You want to have drinks. If she just has a drink with you, the odds of you hooking up with her are going to be multiplied by 2. Have some beer, have some wine, have some whiskey, have some vodka, have at least 2-3 types, because usually she's not going to drink maybe the same thing as you. Sometimes I like red wine, she likes beer. I like beer, she likes whiskey. I like whiskey, she likes vodka, whatever. So you want to have 2-3 types of drinks with you. And that doesn't cost much, man. That's going to cost you maybe $20-$30. And with that, at least you're going to ensure that you can continue the night and you can continue the adventure with her. And it's pretty cool, okay? So have that, have a light, okay? Have a cool light setting. What I'd recommend is to have one light that is cool for a romantic situation. What I mean is a light that is, tamed, a light that is kind of, red, something like that, something really cool for romance. And you want to have a light, an extra light that is a normal one, okay? You don't want to give the impression that you only have that light to have sex with her. You want to have that light once you're already maybe kissing her already and it's escalating. You're just turning on that light. You don't want to have that light as soon as you enter the room or as soon as you enter your place. So you want to have normal setting, make her comfortable, have an extra light, have some drinks, have some food. Food is a great thing, something nutritious if possible. So with food, you need multiple things. You need something nutritious, maybe a snack, all right? You want to have also some fatty snacks, all right? Now, once you have that set up, once you have the lighting, once you have the condoms, the drinks, and all of that, you want to have one toothbrush, okay? In case she wants to sleep here, you want to have one toothbrush, okay, if possible, in this case, okay, not a used one, a new one. One toothbrush. You want to have also chargers. All right, charger is the best. Okay, you want to have charger, because if you don't have chargers, if she wants to, I don't know, have a brunch with her friend the next day or have something important to do the next day, it's going to be a big problem if her phone is closed. If she can't charge her phone, it's going to be a big problem. She'll have to just say goodbye, man. I have to take a cab. I have some responsibilities the next day. If I can't contact the people, then I have to go to my place, and it's basically done for you. You just messed it up. So what you want to have is chargers, so she can charge her phone and text the important people in her life, so that she can arrange things while she is with you. All right. So you want to have a charger. It's very important. You also want to have a bandage. Why a bandage? Because multiple ones, not just one. Because sometimes the girls are having some blisters. They're having a blister on her knees or on her toe or whatever. You want to be the guy that has that too. You want to be the kind of the hero. As you know, they have heels. They have things like that. And if a guy steps up on her toe, whatever, she's gonna need a bandage or something to put on the blister. So that's a good thing to keep in mind. Be the hero. Get that fucking bandage and charger and all of that. Okay, guys, this is basic things that will ensure that everything will go right from there. Because once you know that your place is good, you have a clean place, you have everything in place in terms of logistics. Your place is interesting, you have drinks, you have things like that, it's going to be much easier for you to go up to that girl with that confidence in mind, with that confidence that your place is good, that you have everything you need, and that if she's going to come along with you, she's going to feel comfortable, she's going to feel good. That's why I'm saying having a backward approach to that, okay? Instead of trying to figure out what's the technique to open the girl, what's the opener, bro, what's the pickup line. No, have the backward approach of what's the things I need to set up for my success when she's going to come with me. Because if you have that thought that she's already going to come with you, that you already set it up, everything for success already, you're going to be way more confident. Of course, if it's a hotel, you don't need all of that. You just need some chargers, some toothbrush, things like that if you can. Of course, if you don't have them, she's going to maybe hook up with you anyway. That's just something to be sure that you have everything. So there's no kind of drama or excuse or, okay? So that's very important. Now, how can you talk to her to have those great emotions, to build that great interaction, and to be that guy that she wants to go home with? You don't want to talk to her to impress her or to say something that is crazy or funny. You want to talk to her because you want to game yourself. You're not there to game her. You're there to game yourself, all right? You're at a club to amuse yourself, not amuse the girls, all right? And oddly enough, as a byproduct of that, once you're going to amuse yourself and have fun yourself, she's going to be attracted to that, okay? She's going to be attracted by the guy that is having fun already, that doesn't care whether she cares or not, and that is just kind of selfish, self-centered. Like you want to have that kind of selfishness. Okay, read the book Ayn Rand, The Virtue of Selfishness. It's a great book. You want to be kind of selfish, not selfish in a way that you're not going to listen to her or exchange with her and ask her questions. I'm not saying that. Actually, the first few minutes of the interaction, you're going to do most of the work. And if you're butthurt about that, then success isn't for you. Then you can leave right now the fucking webinar. All right. But what I mean by selfishness is you need to care enough about your own emotions that once you're there, you're going to basically emotionally masturbate yourself. Okay. You're there in the club to emotionally masturbate yourself. And then as a byproduct of that, you're just saying, oh, want to join? Oh, I'm just masturbating myself. Want to join? And it's like that. Okay. It's not the other way around. So talk about things that you're interested about. That's a big one. You want to talk. You don't want to talk about some random topic that doesn't interest you, or that you just want to talk about because you think it's going to impress her, like your resume, what your resume and your achievements and all that. That's great, but that's going to help later. Okay, that's more for retention. Okay, for attraction, you want to talk about things that makes you laugh. Things that are emotionally relevant for you. Now, when you're going to talk to a girl, there is a few questions in the beginning that are going to determine if you want to move along with her or if you want to go with another girl. Now, there is 5 of these questions, and those are: who are you here with? Okay, that's a big one. What are you doing today? Okay, what are you doing tomorrow? Where are you from? And how did you come here? Or how are you, do you drive? Something that is asked to see if she's going with her friends later, or if she's sleeping at her friends. You wanna know how it's gonna work out for her. Once you know that, you can plan and see how you can basically solve the problems of the friends, see how you can maybe, present the friends to your friends so that there is a win-win situation with you and the girl, but also their friends and your friends. And there's many things that you can do, but you need to have those. You need to determine those in the first 5 minutes. It's better to know that in the first 2 minutes than just talking to her for 30 minutes and then losing your time. Okay, you want to know that very early, because if she's there for a birthday and she has to sleep at her friend's place for her birthday, she's not going to come with you that night. Okay, she has to go back home with her friends because they have a birthday, or they have something to celebrate, or maybe she has work to do tomorrow very early and she can't come with you. So you need to have that in place. All right. Now, after you know that, and she knows that about you, usually she'll reciprocate the questions. After you know all of that, you want to move her around, man. You don't want to stay in the same spot. You want to move her around. You want to, as I said, introduce her to her friend, make her introduce you to her friends, and just move along, get a drink, go dance, see her friends, and this is gonna make it very easy for her to go back home with you then, because she already has tasted your leadership. She's already familiar with you. She's seen you in the bar. She's seen you with her friends. She was with your friends, so it makes it easy. It makes it very easy for you then to just go back with her. All right. Now, what I want to say too is that it's a numbers game. Okay. Some girls won't have the same values as you. Some girls will have a boyfriend next by. Some girls will have that and that and that. Whatever. Okay. It's a numbers game, and you need to, increase the odds of you going home with a girl by talking to many girls, by seeing the value fitment between you and many girls, and see who's actually the most playful, the most open-minded, the most adventurous one, so that you can go home with her later. And it's really a numbers game. So, don't be discouraged. You need to approach. Of course, attractive girls, not girls that you don't like, but try to approach as much as possible. And even if you find a girl that is interesting and you have great values, it's also good to approach and come back to her, okay? Now, you don't want to do that at the end of the night, but at the beginning of the night, you can do that. And that's really good, because you're going to build your abundance, and she's going to see that you're a social guy, that you know other people, that you're the kind of guy that is socially intelligent, and she's going to like that. And she's gonna feel that you're the man. All right. So have that in mind too. Okay. So just summed up very briefly, some key points that you need to keep in mind. Now, if you want to work with me on that, you need to jump on a consultation call, and we'll see based on your situation and where you're now and what's your goals. We can, plan a roadmap and eventually get you to work with me and have success in a more systematic way, okay? Because a lot of guys, they think they can do it by themselves. They think without accountability, without guidance, without a great system, they can do it by themselves. But that's just a delusion, man. Most of the guys, and myself included, and Max included, and any instructor in Higher Self Circle, we've all been mentored by the best instructors on the planet. We all, spent fortunes on boot camps, on programs, and we all have that, okay? It's a skill, and a skill, you need to learn it, and you need to polish it, and you need to master it, and it's really something that you can't do by yourself. People spent literally decades figuring that out for you, so why reinventing the wheel, man? Like, just save your time, value your time, okay? Because if you don't value your time, you don't value your life, and just come on a consultation call, and we'll make sure you'll get the best outcomes, and we can, really cut that learning curve and save you, years of your life, okay? And the only time to do that is now, okay? The only guarantee that you'll be able to work on this in the future is now, okay? There's no better moment to plant a tree than 20 years ago, and the best moment is now. So if you really want to have elite dating results, have a lifestyle that few men will live, and truly master this area of your life, I don't know any other option that's better than coming on a consultation call and getting, that perspective from a real instructor, someone that goes out, not an instructor that is sitting at home and fucking doing webinars all day, a real instructor that is going out each weekend, pulling hot girls in the club and doing that consistently, okay? Not a retired PUA or whatever, okay? If you really want to have elite results, you need to do that for yourself. And I know it sounds selfish and self-interested, but really what I want to do is help you achieve the best results. And I know that for that to happen, you need a mentor, okay? That's not going to happen by itself, okay? So see you guys soon. Take care.